Welcome back. Welcome back to another one of my videos, guys. Welcome back to another one of my videos. It feels so good to say that. I have been feeling really lazy this week. Like, I have been going to sleep at 8 and waking up at 7. Or I've been staying in bed till 7 just on my pillow. Like, I don't want it to end. I don't want it to end. I never want my sleep to end anymore, guys. I'm going down a little, like, just like a little burnout. You know what I mean? Like, okay. Now let's talk. Y'all are phonies. Y'all are all phony, freaky, phone, frickin' posers, alright? Alright. To get started, I was just thinking, like, everybody around me is just such a phony. Like, I feel like no one wants to be themselves anymore. And I feel like when you are yourselves, people kind of shun you for it. Does anybody else feel this way? Because I feel like I really just decided, especially this school year, I decided that I really don't care. Like, I don't care what people are thinking of me. I don't really care what my friends think of me. I don't really care what anyone thinks. I don't care what anyone says or does. Most of the time, I'll be honest, there are some exceptions. And it's mostly in the case of me being myself. You know what I mean? So it's like, I feel like not all the groups. I'm not going to say all the groups, and I'm not going to say everybody, but a lot of people I meet, a lot of people I know, I feel like they just put on a little facade to make sure that they don't get embarrassed, or like they don't, or just like to seem a certain way, because I feel like a lot of people are just scared to be themselves. And I know, like, Jose, I'm gonna actually bring something up, because one of my friends, she calls me out a lot on talking about things that are deep but not really deep. Like, this is something we've already known, this is something we knew, this is something like we've known this. And I know, and I told her, like, I know, but it's just that no one talks about it anymore, I feel like. And if you catch it, you catch it. If she's watching this video, love you, homegirl. But I was just thinking that, like, yeah, everybody already knows, like, be yourself, blah blah blah. Don't be afraid to be who you are. Jibber jabber what? Like, so what? But I feel like not a lot of people, I feel like people try to embrace it, but they're not. Like, they won't go. And this is something I have a personal problem with, is doing stuff without thinking about it. And I mean, I guess it's a bad thing, but, like, do I care that much? Not really. It's like, I do impulsory things, and I'm not gonna say, like, intrusive thoughts exactly. I have done some cringy stuff, like, in class in front of everyone. And honestly, I don't care. Like, I really don't care. Like, I could do the cringiest thing today or tomorrow, and it's just not going to affect me, like, an hour later or 30 minutes later. I'm going to forget about it. Obviously, the most, like, worst stuff I've done, I think about every once in a while. Like, I'm laying in my bed, nothing to really think about but that. And I just think back, like, I get a little flashback. And it's like, dang, I really did that. That was cringy as hell. But it's like, so what? So I kind of wanted to talk about that a little bit. And I guess it falls into this, I feel like it's a trend. I feel like, correct me if I'm wrong. If y'all think I'm wrong, just tell me. But I feel like it's a trend to be performative. You know what I mean? I feel like this trend has really come around. Or not to be performative, but to call someone else performative. You know what I mean? Like, I listen to these girl artists. I do these, like, girly things. But that's not because I'm performative. It's because I like it. And when people call me performative, I'm like, okay. Like, okay, I guess, bro. But I feel like everybody's performative, like in some way, some shape, somehow. Like everybody comes, I guess, to like the public scene, and just the way they dress is a performance in itself. Like I'm trying to show you who I am. You know what I mean? I guess when people say you're performative, they mean like you're a phony or you're a poser and you don't really like that stuff. You're just doing it for, I guess, like whoever's attention you want to do it for. But I feel like that's for everything though. Like if I went out and dressed like a super goth person, I feel like that would be to show people I don't really care, but it would still be feeding into the attention, or like feeding into wanting attention from someone else and wanting to get noticed, but also I don't really care about the social normalities of society, if you know what I mean. What it I know my friends are gonna be like, Jose, what are you talking about? But chill, bro. Chill, bro. I don't know. I feel like this is another problem I have as well. I feel like I have a problem wanting to be everyone's friend. Because I'll be honest, growing up, I didn't have a lot of friends, and it was always like difficult for me to make friends. So I feel like now that I have a lot of friends, I can say it like I am, or now that I have friends, I don't want to let that go. And I don't want to let go of the friends I have, or the friends I want to have, or the friends that I have right now. I just said that twice, kind of. I think I meant before the friends I've had. Like, I still want to be friends with them too. But, it's kind of like, man, I have trouble putting things into words sometimes. It's like wanting to be everyone's friend, and I feel like, does that make me a fake friend? I feel like it does. Because if my friend doesn't like someone, that doesn't mean I'm not going to be friends with that person. I feel like I still want to be their friends. I'll be the friend of an evil person. Like, I'm sorry. Like, I'll be friends with someone evil. And it's not exactly that I agree with their ways or I care about what they do, or I don't condone it. But I don't see it as a reason to not be friends with them. I would have a weird friend. I would have weird kid friends. I have a lot of different kind of friends. I have jockey friends. I have nerd friends. I have a lot of female friends. I'm gonna be honest, I don't have a lot of male friends. And that's for another episode with my friends wanted to do an episode with me about I guess a little prompt I came up with for another one of my episodes. So I'm saving that for that. But if they don't if they don't pursue that with me, I'm gonna do it on my own. But it would be fun to have them do it with me. But I guess I don't really see it as a reason not to be friends with them. It's just more of like, yeah, that guy does that, but I guess I'm still gonna be friends with him just because I like to have friends. I like to have people to talk to. You know what I mean? So I guess it's just that kind of, not the Xbox sound. My Xbox is on, guys. I'm not even gonna cut that out because it's gonna be too much work. But I've been hitting my emotes lately too. I don't think I'm gonna cut that part. I'm sick of cutting things out. That's something I realized once I started vlogging. I'm sick of cutting these things out. I'll emote on you, bro. Boy, I don't freaking care. My spit's going everywhere. I don't care, bro. I'm not embarrassed. I have no shame anymore. That's pretty much what I'm saying. Like, I feel like a lot of people, they hold on to their shame. Like, for what? It's like, what's the point of performing for these people? Who are we trying to impress? Like, if you're trying to impress someone by not being yourself, is that a kind of person you want to be around? You know what I mean? Like, if you can't be yourself around someone because you don't think they would think you're cool, or it's because you think that they wouldn't be friends with you, is that someone you would want to be friends with? That's not someone I would want to be friends with. If I had to change myself to be friends with someone, I feel like I would not want to be friends with that person in general. You know what I mean? I just don't like that kind of character. Not saying that I wouldn't be their friends, but I would still be myself around them. And if they didn't want to be my friend, then that's that. You know what I mean? Let's think a little harder. I'm having a trouble putting all this stuff into words. Like, it's pretty much, I just don't think calling people performative should be a thing. Like, it's really hypocritical. Like, if I called someone performative, I would be a hypocrite for sure, because I wore this jersey today, and I was so scared someone's gonna be like, "Oh, you like that team? Me too." And I was gonna be like, "I don't watch soccer." I had to be like, "I don't really watch soccer, bro. I just wore it to wear it." Like, I have not been washing my clothes, so I've been running down to the last pieces of my closet. So yeah, that's why I wore this today. If anyone was wondering, I don't really like soccer, or I don't see anything wrong with soccer, but I just don't watch it. So I felt like a poser. I was like, bro, I don't watch soccer. It's hot outside. I'm gonna go wear this short sleeve. Like, so what? But yeah, that's just something I'm thinking. Like, and I was thinking about that about artists and, like, you know, people who have favorite, like, YouTubers and stuff. I feel like there's no such thing as really a fake fan. It's like, it's either you just aren't, like, super into it. You can still be a fan, and it's either that or you're just still new. Like, you're just still new. You just haven't discovered it yet. And it's like, so what? You know what I mean? Or if you just don't like... I feel like the only way it's like a fake fan is like you actually don't like their music, but you say you do. Or you don't like their content and you say you do. You know what I mean? I feel like a good example of this would be like... if I said I liked Jacksepticeye even though I don't watch him and don't really feel like a want to watch him. Like, I don't really want to watch him. Like, if I listen to a certain music genre and I'm like, yeah, I like that genre, and they're like, you're a poser, bro. Name 5 songs. Name 5 songs, bro. Name 5 songs. And I'm like, bro. It's like, why? It's for what? And like, no, I can't name 5 songs because I'm not good with names, first of all. But that doesn't make me a poser. I'm just still new, bro. I'm just still new. I feel like people who want to be like, oh, I'm a real fan. I've been watching you forever. I'm the biggest fan. I'm the truest fan. It's like, bro, so what? Bro, so what? You're overdoing it. So what? It's like, I'm new to this. Is that good, guys? Is that good? Let me see. I keep looking at this. This is my notepad, guys. I'm thinking through the day. I'm like, bro, let's talk performative dudes. Let's talk like fake friends. Let's talk like just like dumb stuff. Like, that's just how I come up with my ideas. I'm just thinking through the day, like, what do I want to talk about? Sponsor me, Owala. I can see it, like in my last episode with my friends. It does make me look like a koala. I already got a big nose though, so it's like, so what? I keep saying that. I just noticed that I keep saying, so what? That's what I'm saying though. So what? For real. I'll say as much as I want. Another thing I've noticed, I feel like it's been with a couple people in particular, and if you catch it or if you think I'm talking about you, I don't care that much. Or like, you do you. It's like whatever to me. But I feel like people get embarrassed so easily. I feel like I'm going to talk about a little bit in this episode, but it's still like I feel like it all ties together just a little bit. I feel like people get embarrassed so easily over every little thing, like saying you two to the freaking employee at the movies. It's like, ooh, that was so embarrassing, bro. That was so embarrassing. They already forgot about you, bro. Another thing I was thinking, Senior Assassin rode around for my school, and I'm not gonna do it because I don't have a car. I'm not gonna be driving out freaking water shooting people. But a lot of people had a problem with people knowing where they lived. And I was like, homeboy, please. Homeboy, please, so what? It's like this, I don't have anything against conspiracy theorists. Like, y'all are cool. I like listening to that kind of thing, too. But they feel like everybody is after them. The government is not after you. You work at 7-Eleven, the government is not after you, bro. The government is not after you. I'm laughing at my own joke. It's not even that funny, too. But it's like, the government isn't after you. Nobody is after you. The likelihood that one of our classmates is going to come to your house and do something to you is really low. Well, actually, let me not say that. Because anything is possible, I guess, but it's just like nobody's out to get you. That's what I'm trying to say. I'm not trying to say nothing's gonna happen to you, but no one is really out to get you. No one's really out to get you for real. Like, I feel like people will put something on or like do something with their hair or like just do something new with their thing. And it's like, oh, everyone's looking at me. Like, they're walking through the hall and like everyone's looking at me. Nobody's looking at you, bro. No one's out to get you. Like, if someone points out something you're insecure about, I feel like I have some insecurities. I'll be honest. I realized today, and I've been realizing a lot lately, I am insecure about a couple of things. And when someone brings it up, I'm like, I realize, like, dang it. I'm like, dang it, bro. Dang it. But then I brush it off because it's like, what do I gain by keeping that on my mind or on my chest or whatever? Like, on my chest is the wrongest thing to say about that. Like, that's not how I use that phrase, but like, just on my mind, I guess. What do I gain unless I'm gonna go home and freaking shave off my head? Not that I'm insecure about my hair. Like, I guess it kind of looks a mess right now, but guys, this is after it's been a long day. It's been a long day, bro. It's been a long day. That's why I wanted to come here and talk. Y'all are my the friend I ran to. I feel like these vlogs are like I'm talking to a friend. Y'all are my friend. Again, another thing I wanted to go over is like insecurities. And this was going to be like a whole episode on its own, but I'm just going to go into it because it's honestly not that deep. It's like really straightforward. But I feel like this is no like I hate men thing or anything. Like, I'm a dude and I see it myself too. So I feel like a lot of men, not saying that women or girls or boy or like, I feel like just with men in general, especially like the alpha male, like I guess niche or like clique. We use that word still, guys. Clique, you know what I mean? I feel like just men in general have a lot of insecurities, and it's not that other people don't have insecurities like women or people that are not like a cis male, but I feel like with the cis males, I noticed that the reason that their insecurity is so, I'm not even gonna call it dangerous, is because they just get so rage baited or they get so outraged. Like, I feel like people say that men can't have emotions or can't show emotions, but I feel like they show emotions the most. They show emotions way more than girls because they get mad over anything. Like, I was just chilling during lunch one day, and I overheard like this. It was a group of guys, and it was like a mix of just like Edgars and like just that kind of group, and like, you know, that high school group of just those. It's just a bunch of boys, and they're like, you like boys, and I'm like, what? Hell no! I'm dropping all of y'all. And he walked away and went and he went and like sat alone, and I was like, you're OD, bro. You're doing too much. Because why are you that embarrassed? Why are you that outraged that they said, oh, you like boys? And it's like, if you did, so what? And if you don't, they're just talking, man. If the business is true, but they're just talking, man. You know what I mean? It's like, I feel like cis men get the most angry. And I am a cis man. I'm a cis man. But it's like I don't get that embarrassed. I feel like I feel like I'm one of the people who get the least embarrassed. A lot of people tell me like before they meet me, I either look really just like angry all the time or I look nonchalant and mysterious. And then when they meet me, they're like, "You're a total goof weirdball. You're a total dumb. You're like just a dumbass." And I'm like, "Bro, it's like, so do you not want to talk to me or what?" It's like if you don't like me for who I am, just go somewhere else. But it's like I'm not gonna change or like I'm not gonna let the pressures of society push me down to try to conform into like this perfect person or this most like I guess not whoever I am, just not who I am to do whatever this is, bro. To just do whatever this is. And I'm pointing at you, bro. You're over here conforming. Stop conforming. Be yourself. But yeah, that was just what I wanted to talk about. Honestly, I wanted to talk about something else, but I don't want this to be too long. I just had a thought. And I'm trying to think about what it was. Dang, I can't remember, bro. Dang, I can't remember. I probably cut out that long pause, but I was sitting there for a good minute, bro. Trying to think about something. I'm just trying to think. Like, what was I thinking about? But it's whatever. Oh, you know what? Something I want to bring up is super short, but I realized I used to never have a celebrity crush. But I think I have one, and it's not on a... It's like an Instagram content creator, guys. I have a crush on an Instagram content creator. She's never gonna notice me. Oh, dang it. Oh, dang it, bro. Dang it. I never had a celebrity crush, but I think this girl on Instagram, she doesn't even have a huge following. Like, she just makes funny videos, and I just think she's so cute. But that's just something I want to bring up, too. I just kind of want to I just have a crush on you, bro. Not gonna lie. But that's it. I think that's it. See you guys in the next episode, which will be coming soon because I had a little burnout. I was a little burnt out this week, and I've been trying to film this video all week. But, you know, ciao.